So good day everyone. We are here at Wellness Park. And today we will be discussing about our
Debt and how we manage to cope up with debts and its effect to us.
yeah, so it's talk show time. So let's start. First is in related to personal and or family experience with that. So can you share a specific instance where you or your family had to deal with that, and how did you handle it?
So when I think of debt, my family usually have debts because of education and for hospitalization. So my family would borrow money to my mother would borrow money to my older sisters or sa mga kuop na iyang giapilan.
So for me, according in our family, we can only have a that when it comes to our business tuition, and only for business tuitions lang ang amo ang time nga mangutang. And number two, how has your family's experience with that influence your views on money and financial management? I mean, that is in my experience no sa among family, that is very helpful man. It's also the way nga nakahuman akong mga ate through this utang, and I can say that my mother will handle our that wisely, because she will only just borrow money for a reason naman gyud nga kana magkulang ni when it comes to our tuitions and kuan business. So I see money as very important dito to budget, especially me that we have a lot of expenses, and so it's very important to have financially manage my baon, because money is very hard to find.
So for me, my views in that is that we must mo borrow lang tag money if needed siya. If not, kanang avoid borrowing money. Kaya then also I should have to sa my experience I should have to pay my debts on time or little by little para dili siya
Taas.
para di siya mudako kay o madugayan siya magkadako. Then if have a debts na don't kanang di na po ka mangutang og lain na
Just to
po
pay, no?
just to pay kay ang instance mo god you have debts, then you have to pay it, you have to borrow again, and you have to pay the debt. So kanang unending siya nga sa
Yes. Nakarelate ko na kasi I see the situation with our employees, mga they do that. So I also advise them to stop being kamangutang and then utang na po to pay. In related of the impact of that on mental health. So firstly, can you describe any emotional or psychological changes you notice in yourself or others who are dealing with that?
So me, sa school tuition, kay need na siya mag-pay sa school tuition. So my first reaction is matulala dyan. Like
So-
you will just looking out nowhere.
Like
Searching for
you'll be that outside in your house and then thinking like, oh my god, how should I pay? How should I get my money?
Where should I get the money to?
So that's so sad, and also stress kay especially when dili na budget ang money, no, like mangutang na pud ko sa akong classmates, then oh my god, I need to pay it for tomorrow, then mangita na pud magana na pud ko nga ang sa akong ibayad. So it's very stressful when dili ma-budget then magutang-utang.
So another is kanang you will cry without reason thinking you will cry thinking how to pay your debt. Focus.
Also, as of I said, from headache, lantan pa jud ka. So
Physical, emotional, and mental damage.
yes. So it's very important to think Jud before mangutang.
Yes.
So second, we have, how do you think the fear or stress of debt can impact a person's ability to focus on tasks or make decisions?
So like what I said kanina na it's hard to focus kay you have to think of ways how to pay your debts, where you can get the money to pay off your debts. So it's really hard to focus kay your mind is not at ease. You have to think a lot.
like a lot. And also Han kaning when it comes to task like di na magkadimaw yung mga trabaho, especially if kami nga young nag-eskwela pa mi, it really affects how our performance sa school, especially sa sa when it comes to mag-interact mi communication with other people, which is very irritated na mi, like maamong sila sa amuang emotions. So it's very
Ay,
complicated feelings.
So, final questions.
So,
how did you cope up with
cope up with this. I'm in the situation that we're in. I feel like emotionally, physically, like ilanta na jud ko, like sakit na gid akong ulo, kayo na ko nga, I will not do this again. It's a pattern man god when it comes to when pattern siya mo, if balikon pa ba nimo siya, so if balik pa ka nag-inter, so balik na pa ng pain yung makanan. So and coping that kay kuan jud kani, think wisely jud ko, matik jud.
So for me, coping up with that is kanang I really borrowed money with my family's graduates kay kanang negotiable siya, then easy na po siya.
Negotiable, no interest po.
We intend to help sila, then proper financial management lang jud kanang I have listings of my expenses I
Gina-practice na bitaw na ba?
nag-list para for me it's also to avoid debts, then sa educational loans na lang ana para dili kay madaka na kung mama o bayad sa tuitions.
Mangutang o dili ni dads kay of course sa una man nimo kung magutang-utang ka.
Like sa wants, if you mangutang ka for your
For
wants, so
wants.
it's not good. So you have to also think that when you borrow money, it should be for like emergency, that it was the money is really needed at that time. Kay if mangutang lang ka like mo palit kog cellphone kani bago siya kay kanang trends sa akong mga classmates, so it's a big no kay useless lang kanang useless lang ang padulngan sa kanining the ending. So think wisely jud. Yeah. Kung sa Facebook, kung sa
We can
internet,
avoid-
think before you click.
We can't avoid that, but we can manage
that properly. So
That's all for a talk show. Thank you for
you.
watching.